take a look. It could be that like Restream and YouTube are just not having a good day today. It looks like it is live. Maybe. Let's see here. Is it? It is live. Yay! Okay. Cool. Well, that's repeating me. Okay, cool. So that's fine. There we go. Okay, we'll give folks a few minutes to trickle in because of the weird computer business. Oh, I guess I should probably also update my LinkedIn post. Where are my posts? Would like to see my posts. YouTube's taking tap on this morning. Okay, so I think it's working. It looks like it's working. We'll put this on Open Source Adventures. Let's make sure that Twitch came up. Given the difficulty with the stream starting, I'm gonna just sort of manually keep an eye on everything. And okay. Oh, yes, I have an idea. I'm gonna just really quickly. Yeah. We're gonna work on row 2. Cool. So hopefully that'll do the trick. And yeah. Well, we got 2 people. Might as well get started. So what are we going to do today? Today's goal, besides trying to get Restream and YouTube working together, is wanted to try the very distributed project on Kubernetes. And so let's do that. Yesterday, I was playing around with the Kubeflow release candidate, so we'll go ahead and we'll update this. Okay, that's good. Oh, before we do that, though, I do want to just sort of finishing off. This looks like it did not have a great amount of success. Get ingress. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay, I guess. So my local version of Minikube is probably a little bit borked. That's fine. Minikube stop. So we're going to do this with both local Minikube and probably try it on a hosted Kubernetes of some type. So let's go ahead. Redistributed. So this is the Ray project. And looks like we're getting our friends trickling in. Sorry about the difficulties with the start of the stream, folks. Okay. Here's Ray. Where's the... Okay. I remember we were looking Ray distributed Kubernetes. So yeah, okay. This is... So to be clear... Oh, yay! Hey ZBR, I'm doing better than I was. Still work in progress. But so we can see this is the latest version of the documents. We tried using sort of the released version of Ray earlier. So today we're going to use sort of the latest version rather than the official release version, because this is a work in progress and I want to see if it'll run. So that being said, we'll try it first on Minikube, because kind of like it's easier for us to just play around with Minikube locally, and we can sort of see how that part goes. And yes, so from our last stream, repos Ray. I think this is just the regular Ray. Okay, let's check out which branch we're on. We already have the Ray project checked out. And let's see. Okay, that doesn't exist. Is it here? Okay, cool. So we're going to want to make a namespace, and then we're going to deploy their cluster. Let's see actually if we've got this open here. Oh yeah, these are some notes from working, just kind of really playing around with, I would say, Kubeflow yesterday, if anyone wants to check that out. Ray dash, no, looks like we don't. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to open Ray, we're going to look at Ray dash namespace. Cool, not all that exciting, it's just a namespace. And then Ray job. And this runs a Ray job, and what does it do? So it looks like it downloads this example, and then it runs Ray start. So it connects. Okay, yeah, it connects to the head service, and then it schedules the job in example.python, and that's cool. I'm probably gonna see if we can get it working with a notebook, just as kind of like an easier start. I think from what I remember in the documentation. Yes. No, maybe this is not the case. Oh, here we go. We can start a IPython interpreter to work interactively. So that's going to be what we're going to do today. That's like not how you would actually do it in production. But for me, I don't know what I'm doing yet. And so I kind of just want to play around with things, and I don't want to write any code today. So we're just going to take some of their examples, try them in Kubernetes locally, and then while we're doing that, we'll sort of test out its fault recovery and things like that. Cool. So, do we have a Minikube cluster? Cool. Looks like we do. So, let's go ahead. First, we'll apply this. So one of the things that I noticed in looking at the documentation, which I don't know if it's true, I kind of hope it's not, is that we can only have like one Ray cluster per Kubernetes cluster. That's not really great, because, you know, probably would have more than one cluster normally. Okay, now, so in theory this is started. So, it's going to start to create these containers for us. And what we're going to do, dash n Ray. I can't spell for shit. Okay, oh yeah, dash o YAML. Because then we can see what's going on. So it's in the phase of pending. Okay. Ray project autoscaler. Okay, wait, which one is this? Is this the... Okay, yeah, this is the Ray head. Which is interesting because I was kind of expecting it to launch the head and then launch the workers. But it looks like we launch all of them at the same time. That's fine. Okay, yeah, and the container is still not ready. I'm gonna put this into, I think I can put this into watch mode, and then as the container changes, we'll see how it comes in. What is, well, actually, okay, while this is spooling up, let's go ahead and take a look at what's in our cluster. So we've got some Redis ports. Okay, I don't know what they're for, but I'm sure it's something. The array head, so this is the command that we see. Interesting. Okay, restart policy is always, yeah. Redis port, Redis port, Redis port, and then the array ports where it talks to each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So that's pretty basic. What's the image? Was I missing that? Okay, array project autoscaler is our image. So I'm curious. Okay. Here we go. Array project autoscaler, last updated 19 hours ago. So if we look here, so it's 3.67 gigs. This isn't a small container. It's not huge, but we can expect this to take a little while to pull in. And it looks like, my guess is this is the latest master branch build. Like this is updated pretty frequently. It might not actually be the latest master branch build, but you know, this is definitely updated fairly frequently. I wonder if there's tags for the different versions. So I think we're like 0.9. No, that's interesting. It looks like it doesn't look like these are tagged with the version. It looks like maybe they're just tagged with the commit hash, which it's a choice for sure. Yeah, this is going to take a while. Okay, well, what do we want to do while that's getting created? Well, let's go take a look at some of the docs. So okay, we got array head Kubernetes service that allows the workers to talk to the head. Interesting, because one of the things I'm curious then, because we also, I thought with the way how array was structured, we would need the workers to talk to each other as well. Because I was thinking, but maybe, well, who knows how they're talking to each other. Okay. And so, yes, we can exec jobs this way. That's fine. I think the one that we want to do is not that. So, oh yeah, okay, cool. So there's some different APIs in here that are, most of them are tagged as experimental. Oh, interestingly enough, the pandas on array 1 isn't tagged as experimental. It's moved out into another project. So this will be a thing that I come back to, I suppose. we'll try this another time. Okay, but that's interesting. Panda data frame, 83%. Panda series, 77. These numbers all line up, which makes me... Oh, here we go. Interesting. Okay, so this backs to Ray or Dask. So that's kind of cool. Because I want to play around with Dask at some point. Okay. So that's an interesting design. My computer's making less sound, which makes me think it may have finished. And that looks like it's, yeah, so it's started. So that's cool. The worker, one of the workers errored. That's kind of expected. So my guess is that worker came up before the head service finished, and so it probably just got restarted. So we see it error, and then now we see it running again. So that's kind of reasonable, because it's kind of like a race, and it just restarts. That's fine though, because they were all just blocked on fetching that image. So with that being said, let's go back to the documentation, and let's try and get ourselves a IPython environment up and running that we can play with. So let's I don't want to delete pods. Yeah. So this is more or less what I want to do. Except I'm gonna do it with Bash, because then I can play around with other things too. We'll leave this here because maybe something interesting will happen. Oh yeah, okay. And we're gonna go to our head node. Yep. Yeah, let's execute bash. Okay, cool. Oh no. Yes. That is not... Jupyter. Interesting. So I guess... okay. Cannot assign requested address. That's kind of weird. So the image is in a state where Jupyter Lab is just kind of broken. And the update, I don't know. Okay. Okay, Jupyter Lab. Let's try Jupyter Notebook. Okay, Jupyter Notebook. Notebook, specify hostname and port. Okay, yeah. I guess we'll generate a config. Okay, I don't have an if config. I probably don't have nano. Do I have vi? Do I have apt? Okay, apt-get update. I just kind of want a notebook. Kind of a lot. I guess I don't need to, but whatever. Let's do it. Oh yeah, okay, this is in the root directory. Right. Jupyter-notebook config and hostname. Okay, here's the port. Set this to false. What else am I gonna do? Can't configure the host name? Okay, host. Okay, well, let's look localhost maybe. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this to shouldn't do this, but we're going to. And here we go. I guess what I'm going to do now is we could use, so what do I want to do? Kubectl. Forward. Okay, kubectl port forward, and it's Ray, and this is our container over here. And that's weird. That's the pod, isn't it? And that's in the Ray namespace. I guess maybe N. Cool. See what happens. Handling connection. Oh, damn it. Okay, it's port 8889. I don't know what's on port 8888. So let's go ahead. Redo that. Okay, and it's trying to... Okay, cool. Yay! So we have a really basic notebook now. It's on our cluster. And I'm going to go ahead and upload something. Probably from Ray tutorial. Maybe examples. Yeah, the shared parameter server one. That's the example we used yesterday, or not yesterday, in our last stream. So let's just upload that. And let's see if this works out of the box or if I have to do something fun. Okay. Something tells me I'm going to have to change my Ray init. So before I run that, because I know it's a pain, because we have to restart it. Okay. Okay, cool. That's probably not going to work. I'm guessing. But let's give it a shot. Yeah, that's a no. Something tells me let's go ahead and run this just as a regular Python program over here where we're doing this. Import Ray, yeah, that's fine. And do this. And yep, does not work. Not surprising. Okay. Okay, cool. So really, this should be this. Oh, yeah, okay. Hopefully this gives us a cluster of some kind. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and make some notes. Holden's Ray on Kate's notes. One, can get a Jupyter notebook out if you want by editing the notebook config to bind to instead of localhost and doing a kubectl port forward. This runs as root, which isn't great, but so do the rest of the examples. Cool. What else are we doing? Oh yeah, I'm glad you find this cool. This is worrying though, because it's not doing anything. The connection string, in the example, should probably in the docs be replaced by, I'm gonna go over here to do use good string interpolation. What else? So this is not doing anything, which I'm not feeling great about, right? Like, it should be connecting. Oh, cool! It failed. Well, by cool, it failed, I guess. Okay, that didn't work. So it couldn't connect to this thing on this port. And this is presumably trying to connect to Redis, it looks like. Okay. I find apt-get install nano useful. Okay, so let's make some more notes. 6379. Okay. Oh, it's like network tools or something. I don't. I think tool. Fuck. Apt if config. Where, yeah. I guess oh, it's called net tools. Okay. Huh. That's interesting. That is interesting. So the Ray head service host. So, I mean, we can also just echo this. Because in Bash, that should just be a party. Okay, cool. I'm confused why that's an IP address, though. Like, and why it's not working. Is it 6379? Like, oh, God damn it. That's not being a party. I'm wondering if we have to run on one of the sort of workers instead, maybe? Let's try that, because who knows? Okay. kubectl exec-it-n ray. And so, actually, I'm also, let's go ahead and run this echo statement. Okay, so is that the same IP address? Yeah. Okay. Oh, God damn it. apt-get update and apt-get install telnet. Okay, so this might work. It's just that we can't connect to it from the head node, which that could make sense. And this is, yeah, okay. So that's interesting. Okay. This makes sense. In a way. Okay. 3. You cannot launch jobs on the head node. Does that sound right? I have a theory. Maybe we can fix this. Okay, let's get a service DNS name in Kubernetes. Yes, okay. Rayhead.service. Right. That is, So, Kubernetes service connects to self. Kubernetes service connects back to self on pod. So I guess, self. Yes. This is because a pod cannot reach itself via service IP. C. Cool. So that's progress. We know what to do. Sort of. Kind of. Sort of, kind of. That's a... interesting expression. Okay. So what are we gonna do? We don't need the connection to array head anymore. So we're gonna go ahead and replace this with the connection to one of their workers. We already have that going. Jupyter notebook. Yeah, and then we go ahead. Jupyter notebook. Generate config. Okay, yes. And then oh yeah. Go ahead, we find localhost. And we replace localhost with o.o.o.o. And 8888 is going to become 8888. Okay. And now we go ahead and... Huh, it stopped working. That's weird. Okay. Well, that happens. Okay, and... yeah, that's fine. From the array namespace, we're gonna port forward this to localhost. Oh yeah, we don't need the slash. Okay. And then oh great, yeah. We could also set up minikube tunnel. Or tunnel. Okay, cool. That's great. We are going to go ahead and once again upload. We're going to upload the shared parameter server. Open that. And then we are going to do this string so that we connect, and then hopefully it's going to connect. Although I am... okay. So we're connected. This is the exercise from last time. So we're going to go ahead at array.remote. Yeah, okay, cool. Parameter server dot remote. Okay, cool. This gives us a remote object. And now here's something I'm really curious about. Netstat. Okay. Net-tools. Okay. I want netstat who, okay, it is nettools. Oh, I misspelled netstat. Okay. Interesting. So this is something where, okay, cool. D7, and the foreign address is also D7. This is also D7. Let's ray head service. Not great. Although I guess I'm not sure who. Okay. So I guess we're not using, we're just connecting directly by IP address. Okay, because that's the .7 and okay. Yeah, okay. So it's, although actually that, so I guess the which one am I connected to? This is C4K, and then let's connect to our other worker. kubectl exec, or it's over here maybe? No. Okay, I guess exec -it-nray. Okay, cool. Install NetTools. Okay, so the other thing that I'm noticing is I'm not having to run an apt-get update first, which means these are not particularly slimmed down images, which is good and bad. Given how long it took these containers to start, I'd say probably closer to the bad side. But okay, we can see that the workers here are also directly talking to each other. Right, because we've got here between, that's the other worker's IP address. So that's cool. What else am I doing? So we have a parameter server, and okay. Ray.get. Remote or ps.get parameters. I think, I don't remember. Okay, so I guess we go ahead and move the remote to the other side. Oh yeah, sure. That's a good question. I'm too used to doing netstat just sort of without thinking about it. I don't even remember what I typed. Oh yeah. So I'm just looking for TCP connections. I often switch this to numbers because instead of host names, but here I was kind of interested in seeing what the host names were as well, because I don't, like, this isn't a network where I know the numbers. And the host name resolution is pretty fast, I think. Oh, yeah, this should be... Ah. Okay, so maybe it was this? I feel like that's maybe what it was. Okay, cool. So we've executed something, and I'm really curious now. Actually, this is sort of the next step. Is I want to see what our logs are. So kubectl. Let's look at. Sure. Oh, it's not saying. Oh, actually, I want to change this. I wanted to print starting. Print returning params. Updating params. Sort of curious about that. Okay, cool. Interesting. So it looks like the print is maybe running locally. This is interesting. This is Okay. Well. Let's take a look at another worker. I guess so. That's the head node. So, oh yeah, okay, we have the head node. Let's get one of the workers. Interesting. Yeah, let's try one more. Actually, let's get all of them. Why not? Because maybe -n array. Okay. So that's interesting. I was expecting the print to sort of execute inside of the worker. Wait, I haven't. Oh, okay, we're just doing. Okay, let's try this. Okay. So we're gonna use. So this is all the same PID. I'm really curious if it's actually distributing our work. Nothing in any of the logs. Okay. Oh, we're not gonna. I was really hoping. This is maybe not super rational, but I was hoping that I would, you know, have this print inside of wherever this remote object landed. Like it was going to land in a specific place, and then I could try killing it and seeing what happened. But doesn't look like that's what happened. Okay. Let's take a look. So there is a PID, and it's PID 26 here, and that matches because the array parameter server, we're seeing PID 26 come out here. I'm curious if those all got the same PID number though. So that one's, these are different ones. Okay, so okay, so here, let's space -p 26. Okay, so this is kind of doing nothing. Let's run this again. Cool. This is probably our parameter server who's getting these messages. So what happens if I kill 26? Okay, we killed 26. A worker died or was killed while executing this task. The actor died unexpectedly before finishing this task. So we don't, it doesn't look like the task is automatically restarted. That's not great. What about if I try and get the parameter? Okay, cool. So that's kind of, I think, not great. So once the parameter server dies, we just kind of give up. I think that's unfortunate. Okay, what about if let's make the parameter server again. It's a different PID on a different IP. That's cool. So, okay, cool. So that's unfortunate. It's kind of weird. If the parameters, if the worker dies with state during a process, there is no recovery. So that's unfortunate. And actually that could go really bad, because if we look down here, for example, from this example, like later on we see they recommend like sharding the parameter server, and that totally makes sense. But like if we shard our parameter server, then if any of those machines with state die, we just kind of have a completely stuck job. And so I want to be clear, like Spark doesn't necessarily handle this better. We don't have worker-to-worker communication, and really we like could only use the head node inside of Spark for something like this state, or we could use like a sidecar, like a database server or something, which is maybe distributed. So I want to be clear, I'm not saying this is like Ray is like worse than Spark or something, because sometimes people might think that because I work on Spark. I'm just wishing Ray did this better, because it's sort of implied that it did in the documentation, because it said that they just handle recovery, but it looks like it doesn't handle stateful recovery. So that's kind of sad. Hey girl. Do you wanna come say hi to friends?
Hi friends. Do you have any friends today?
I mean, I always have friends,
Do you have
right?
any friends right now?
Yeah. Zubyar's in the stream, and there's some other people who are also there who Oh, it's taking a little bit of time to update.
Oh,
Oh, you want to show people your Hello Kitty hat? Oh, is your head okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna reload this page because it's in a bad state.
Oh.
Oh wow, we started this stream 55 minutes ago.
Yeah, you've been doing this for a while.
Okay, cool. Well, I discovered the answer to my question.
Mm-hmm.
And the answer to my question was disappointing.
Oh.
But that's okay.
I used the
a
free
Sunday.
version of Photoshop for iPad. It's actually more like InDesign to make a picture of what I want the kitchen to look like.
Oh, that's cool.
So I can show you my idea. I need to get a picture of our shelves.
Okay. So we can bring this with us to the Container Store.
Yeah, but it's also so you can see it and have some idea what I'm talking about.
Oh, thank God, because you keep trying to describe things to me, and I know that my job is just to say yes.
I'm gonna make our kitchen slightly larger by moving the refrigerator into the living room.
Yes. Because, like, who needs a place to live anyways? And we have Els here. Els says hello. They're
but
awesome.
the pile of snacks that's currently in the living room.
Oh, I want to eat some of that pile of snacks. But you want to go get brunch?
We could get brunch, but instead of being in a pile, it's gonna be in drawers.
Oh, that sounds nice too. But
yeah.
What about if we ate more food?
Right now.
Like soon?
I would have to put on clothes.
Or, hear me out, you could have brunch delivered.
Okay.
Like the lazy people we are.
We are pretty lazy.
Yeah. I think this is a good stopping point though, because we're about an hour in, and I answered my primary question. I was going to maybe try and run this on like a proper distributed cluster rather than a local simulated cluster. But that was more like if it worked in my local simulation mode on Minikube, I was going to go try it in the other thing to see if it still worked, but it already failed.
Oh,
So
I'm sorry, dear.
it's okay. You know, when you have that like optimism that something is going to work,
yeah,
but you also realize
it's always disappointing.
Yeah, but it's not. I want to be clear. Like, this is not the Ray project being bad. This is just like I was really hoping they solved this problem, because Dean's blog post kind of implied that they did, and they maybe
so the
didn't.
thing isn't bad. It just doesn't work in this specific way.
Yeah, and I just really wanted to try this part, but something really cool that does work is like we can get a Jupyter notebook with Ray on Kubernetes, and that's really cool. I think that's really neat.
I like how you're just talking to some monkey hands.
But yeah, there's a little bit of your here. Come, snuggle.
Hi.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we can switch it to the like non-delayed view so you can see what you look like.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Elle said not to hit my head.
Yeah, they did.
I hit my head every time.
And Zubiar says hi too.
Hi, Zubiar.
Hi. But that being said, like we're about an hour in, so I think this is our stopping point.
Okay.
And thanks for joining me. So Ray does deploy on Kubernetes. I think so I've got this little notes section. The other thing that I wanted to note is the Ray images could probably be slimmed down. 3.6 GB seems like a bit of overkill. At the very least, we could clean up the apt cache and other things. So these are sort of just my notes. And I guess actually what I'll do is I'm gonna add these notes to the video really quickly. Yeah. Yep. Okay, cool. So that's pretty much where we're at. I think there's no recovery. Yeah. Okay, cool. So actually, just really super quickly, I'm going to go ahead and file some issues on GitHub really, really fast. And so this is issue bug report, documentation for connecting to array cluster isn't could be improved. Ray master. Let's go ray master of. Let's get the latest commit because that's kind of where we're at. Of doot. Yep. So the docs. Okay. Actually, yeah. Doot. Which works without manual substitution. The head service and head port. Cool. So let's go ahead, submit that issue. It's pretty minor, I'd say. The other one is, let's see, Docker. Okay. Feature request. Autoscaler. So the array images are larger than they need to be. For example, we include apt-cache information. Oh, sorry. Thank you for letting me know. I forgot. Sometimes I forget. Apt-cache information, which we don't need. Which we probably don't need most of the time. So here we go. It's just like, hey, oh, I forgot to give this a description. Slim down Docker images, save, and so we've done this one. We've done this one. Oh, yeah. New issue. Or let's feature request. Docs. Clarify that in case the jobs need to be launched from the workers. Yep. And our connection string uses the service IP. Cool. Okay. So that's, we've got these two. I'm gonna we're gonna do this as a feature request. This is gonna be awkward. Docs. There's no recovery. You should make that clear in docs. In the docs. So this is just, I really, there's no recovery of the state, and if the worker dies with an actor with state during the process, there's no recovery of the state or the actor, and we should make this clear in the documentation if this is the intended effect. See, and we'll include a link to the stream here. Okay, cool. So I think that's a good set of issues. We've sort of turned our notes into issues, and hopefully, you know, folks like that, and these issues go forward. So that's kind of where we're at. It's Sunday, as I was talking about with my wife Carolyn. It might be time for brunch, but even if it isn't, I'm gonna go look at some designs for our kitchen that she's been working on. So thanks for joining me, everyone. Thanks Subior and Els for chatting. Thanks Els for letting me know when I had the screen up, or sorry, when I just had my face and we wanted the face on the screen. So I hope you have a lovely weekend. Remember to like and subscribe, and you can click the bell for notifications. Oh, and we have a friend on Twitch. Yay! I'm so glad you enjoyed this, Tamgros. So much fun. If you're interested in sort of videos of my non-programming life, I've been doing some videos of the power washer and other things like that I'm going to try and post. And that's in another YouTube channel, and I am going to share that really quickly, just in case anyone wants to subscribe to that to see life outside of computer adventures. The main reason for that, why I'm trying to get some people to subscribe, is that I have to have 1,000 subscribers on the channel before YouTube will let me stream from my phone again with that channel, which is kind of annoying. But that's life. Anyways, thank you everyone for joining us. Thanks, Tamgros. So much fun. I guess I should also include this YouTube channel too, just in case, you know, if anyone is so inclined. You can totally, and also you can follow me on Twitch. It's all good. Anyways, thanks for joining me. Have a lovely weekend. Like, subscribe, click the bell.